Okay, now it's getting recorded. Okay, so now let's start today's session. Today's session is about crossing the river. Okay. Crossing the river in 2 dimensions. In 2 cases, we are going to see shortest path and also shortest time. Shortest path and in the shortest time. These 2 cases we are going to see. Okay. So let's begin. Okay. So now suppose let us say we take the river. Okay. Okay, now let us say this is a river of width D. Okay, let's say the river width is D like this. Okay, now there is a river flow. Okay, let us say the river flow is towards right side. Okay, so now a person A is there. Sorry, starting point A person starts swimming from here. Okay, now exactly opposite point is B. Okay, so now what we'll do is, okay, 2 things will be given to us. Okay, number 1, velocity of river with respect to ground, and number 2, velocity of man with respect to river. Okay, so these 2 things will be given to us. Okay, so now for simplicity purpose, okay, we can call this as u, which is equal to velocity of river, and velocity of man we can call it as v. Please remember, okay, velocity of river is equal to, with respect to ground, is u, velocity of man with respect to river, that is also called as his effort. Please remember as his effort, and this is called as reverse effort. Okay, reverse effort. Okay, and the final velocity of man with respect to ground will be always his effort plus reverse effort vectorially. That's all. Okay, velocity of man, we know velocity of man with respect to ground is equal to velocity of man with respect to river plus velocity of river with respect to ground. Okay, which is nothing but this is called as man's effort this is called as man's effort. Okay, plus reverse effort. Of course, we have to add vectorial reverse effort. Please remember man's effort and reverse effort. Okay, now let us see. Okay, so now for simplicity purpose, now we have taken as that velocity of river with respect to ground is u, velocity of man with respect to river is v. Okay, so now we'll also take the angle as, okay, let us say in general. Okay, let us say right now we are not discussing either shortest path or shortest time. Suppose let's say in general, suppose let's say this is the velocity of man with respect to river. Okay, which is nothing but v. Okay, which is nothing but v. Okay, this is called as velocity of man with respect to river, which is nothing but v, making an angle theta. Let's say this angle is theta. Okay, so this theta will vary depending upon whether you want to cross the river in shortest path or in shortest time. Yesterday we have seen, if you want to cross the river in shortest time, then this angle has to be shortest time means you have to cross like this perpendicular. Yesterday we have seen, then theta will become 90. Okay, if you want to cross the shortest path means you have to ahead in this direction towards left side, then only your velocity will be along AB. That means you'll reach directly B. Then in that case, theta will be obtuse. Okay. So right now we are not discussing either this case or this case. In general, let us say this is theta. Okay. So this is called as theta. Okay. So this is theta. Okay. And now we can resolve first this. First I'm taking this quantity. First I'm taking this quantity. First I'm taking this quantity, velocity of man with respect to river. Okay, this quantity I'm taking. So now I can resolve this into first two components. Okay, so I can resolve into two components. What are the components? One is x component, another one is y component. Okay, this is, so this will be called as v cos theta x component, and this will be called as v sin theta component. Okay. So therefore, we can always write velocity of man with respect to r can be written as in terms of ij form as v cos theta into I cap plus v sin theta into j cap. Okay, and we know velocity of river with respect to ground is equal to how much? Velocity of river with respect to ground is u. That too in which direction? We always take in the right side direction. Okay. So that means that is going like this. This is called as the velocity of river. This is velocity of river with respect to ground, which is equal to u times of I cap. Okay. So now we have this this vector here. Okay, and this vector here. Okay. So now according to the this equation, velocity of man with respect to ground is equal to velocity of man with respect to river plus velocity of river with respect to ground. So now we can add these two quantities, that is equal to v cos theta into I cap plus v sin theta into j cap plus velocity of river with respect to ground is u times of I cap. Now if you separate I cap and j cap, then it will be u plus v cos theta into I cap plus v sin theta into j cap. Okay, so this is the velocity of man with respect to ground. Okay, so this is, that means actually by equation we got like this, and by diagram method also you will get the same thing, correct or not? Okay, even by diagram also, yesterday I shown, diagram is more helpful because it gives us a picture. Okay, what is happening. Okay, like for example, let us say the same equation we can also get like this. Now right now velocity of man, when you stand on ground and observe man, man is having in x direction this much velocity. This is the x direction velocity and this is the y direction velocity. Okay, this is the velocity of man with respect to ground. The same thing can also be obtained from the diagram method, where in the diagram method, first thing what we'll do is we'll take velocity of man with respect to river, that is equal to what? To v. Okay, so let us say this is the velocity of man with respect to river at an angle theta. Okay, so now it has components that is called as v cos theta component. This is called as v cos theta and this is called as v sin theta. Okay, now after that what we'll do is we'll draw another diagram taking only these components. Okay, now I'll shift this one. Okay, this is nothing but first is called as v cos theta and this is called as v sin theta. Okay, now I'll shift this one, v cos theta. His efforts, okay, x direction, the velocity of man's effort in x direction. Now the velocity of man in y direction. Okay, that means man's effort in y direction. Man's effort in y direction is this one. Okay, so this is a v sin theta, this is v sin theta, this is v cos theta. Now because of his effort he is going like this. Now here we'll also add river velocity. Okay, so suppose let us say if I add river velocity like this, river velocity is in this direction, so I'll write this as u. Okay, and then the next diagram will combine what you call net. Okay, we'll draw the net values. Okay, so when you draw the net values, this is nothing but Okay, green color I'll do. Okay. So this is the net velocity. Now these two are in the same. It is his effort. This one is his effort, and this is river. Okay. So in x direction, there are two velocities. One is river velocity and the velocity of man's effort. Okay, v cos theta. So when you add these two, you will get as what? U plus v cos theta, which is same as this one. U plus v cos theta. And in y direction, you have same thing as v sin theta. Okay, so that is equal to, this is v sin theta. Now the resultant of these two, okay, components is called as velocity of man with respect to ground. Okay, so therefore here you can always join a parallelogram like this. Okay, so when you join a parallelogram and then draw this vector. Okay, so this is called as velocity of man with respect to ground. Okay, this is called as velocity of man with respect to ground, which will not be making an angle now theta. It will make some other angle, let's say phi. Okay, it will make some other angle phi. It will make some other angle phi. Okay, so anyway, for us, we have to finally reach this point. We have to know the x component of velocity of man with respect to ground like this, and y component. Why? Because y component is used for finding out time, and x component is used for finding out drift. Okay, so therefore finally we have to reach this point either by equation method. This method is called as equation method. Okay, equation method, and this method is called as diagram method. Okay, in both cases, finally you have to reach this point. What is that point? Finding out x component and y component of velocity of man with respect to ground. Okay, so once we got this one, now in x direction and y direction we'll resolve, and then we'll solve this problem. Okay, so now let us see. So let us say now this is x direction, and let us say this is y direction. Okay, so now in y direction we have this equation, s is equal to u into t, displacement in y and initial velocity in y. Velocity in y, constant velocity. What is this y? This one, v sin theta. These values yesterday I told you, these values are the velocities of the man with respect to ground in y direction and in x direction. Here s is equal to ut in x direction, this one and this one. Please remember, these are the values of velocity of man with respect to ground. Okay, so that is equal to, in y direction how much he will travel?
Sir, sir, I have one doubt, sir.
What is the doubt?
Sir, in the diagram method, first you give that the angle is theta, no, sir. The vector v is making an angle theta. In the first diagram you gave, sir.
That is the velocity of man with respect to river.
In the third diagram, the angle changed to phi, no, sir. Phi, sir. Like, what is that angle phi there?
Phi is the angle made by the velocity of man with respect to ground. Okay, I'll show it here in another diagram. You can see. Okay, suppose let us say this is the river. Okay, now this is the, what you call, point A, and this is exact opposite point. Okay, now suppose let us say right now, okay, this is his effort. Okay, this is his effort, that is, let's say his effort is towards C, making an angle theta, okay, which is called as V. Okay, now if river is not flowing, definitely he will reach C, but because of river flow, what happens? This is the river flow. Okay, that is called as U. Okay, now finally he will reach some point D, where this one. So this is called as the velocity of man with respect to ground. Okay, he will reach point D. Okay, not point C. He will reach point D. Okay, so now this is called as velocity of man with respect to ground. So the angle made by this one with the river flow is called as phi. There is a difference between this angle theta and this angle phi. Okay, theta is the angle made by the man's effort with the river flow.
Okay.
Phi is the angle made by the velocity of man with respect to ground with the river flow. Did you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Thank
now,
you, sir.
So now in y direction we have to write this component, that is nothing but called as v. Okay, that is v sine theta into time. Okay, and how much distance the man will travel in y direction? That is width of the river. Let us say that is d. Okay, so from here t is equal to d by v sine theta. D by v sine theta. So now by the time he travels here, he will cover some distance x. Correct? He will cover some distance x. So that x is equal to, okay, ux. What is ux? This entire thing, u plus v cos theta into time. Okay, what is the time? Just now we got d by v sine theta. Okay, this is called as time. Okay, so basically these are the expressions. Okay, one expression is this one, time t is equal to d by v sine theta. Next, drift x is equal to u plus v cos theta into d by v sine theta. Okay, so from this now we are going to see two cases. One is called as crossing the river in shortest path, and second one is called as crossing the river in the shortest time. Okay, so first let us take crossing the river in shortest time. Okay, so crossing the river in shortest time. Crossing the river in shortest time. Next one is crossing the river.
Sir?
Oh.
Sir, here Sx is drift, no, sir. X is drift, no, sir, here.
Correct.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now let us see. So now we are going to. Sorry. Okay, two cases are there. One is called as crossing the river in shortest time and crossing the river in the shortest paths. Okay, so now first point. Okay, so first one is crossing the river in shortest time. So now just now we got
Sir, someone is in lobby, sir.
Someone is in lobby. Pranita. Thank you for informing.
Welcome.
Okay. So now just now we got the expression for time as t is equal to d by v sine theta. Okay. So now I want to cross the river in shortest time. That means this time should be minimum. Okay. So if this has to be minimum, then this has to be maximum. Correct? This has to be maximum. Then only this will be minimum. So in this maximum, this here v is constant velocity. This topic itself is constant. V is the velocity of man with respect to river, which is nothing but is effort, which remains constant. So only variable is theta. So theta has to be maximum. So that means sine theta has to be maximum. So what is the maximum value of sine theta? 1. So therefore theta should be equal to what? 90 degrees. So that means in this diagram you can cross the river. Okay, you can cross the river here. You can cross the river, okay, when you cross it at an angle of 90 degrees, like this. Yesterday we have seen, okay. So when you cross like this, that means your effort is in this direction. Please remember, this is your effort, okay. Your effort should be in this direction, okay. Then you can cross the river in the shortest time. Please remember, I am talking about effort, okay. Okay, so this theta indicates the man's effort, the angle made by the man's effort. Please remember here attentively, the angle made by the man's effort with respect to river flow should be 90 degrees. Okay, so now I'll show the animation. Okay, where yesterday I think we have seen. Okay, so now if he goes like this, okay, will he reach point B? Will he reach exactly opposite point B? No. He will reach somewhere else. Correct? He will reach somewhere else. Okay, some point C. So that drift X is called, now that drift X is what we have to find out next one. Okay. So anyway, so theta is what? 90. So therefore T minimum. So therefore T minimum. minimum time is equal to d by v. That's all. T minimum is equal to d by v. Okay. Suppose if width of the river is 100 and man's velocity is 10. So therefore, how many seconds? 10 seconds. That's all. Simple. Shortest time. Okay. Next, second one, drift. Now definitely he will not reach exact opposite point. So he'll reach somewhere else, drift. So x is equal to, what is the equation we got just now? General equation, u plus v cos theta by d by v sin theta. Okay. So that is nothing but u plus v into cos theta into d by v sin theta. Now this is, we are calculating drift in this case, shortest time. Okay. So for that angle is 90. So therefore substitute this angle here as well as here. Okay. So that is equal to cos 90 is 0. So therefore u into d, okay, divided by, this is sin 91. So therefore v. So therefore this is called as drift. Okay. This is called as drift. So this is a very important formula, drift, in the shortest time case. Okay, in the shortest time case we have two things. Okay, number one, this one, that is shortest time, and number two is called as drift. Okay, shortest time is d by v and this is u into d by v. D by v just now we got 10 seconds. Suppose u is 5, 10 into 5, 50 meters.
Sir.
Sir,
here cos theta is 90 degrees, that means 0, no sir. So v into 0 is 0, no sir. It will be only u.
U only I wrote, no?
No sir, denominator you wrote v, no sir. Cos 90 is 0, no sir. That means v into 0 is 0, no sir.
This is denominator is sin.
No sir, I'm talking about u plus v cos theta.
That is in the numerator. So u plus v
Yes,
cos
sir.
theta. U.
Here cos theta is 19, theta is 19, no sir.
Correct.
So cos 9
into d divided by v. V into cos 90 0. V into 0 0. 0 plus u is u, no?
denominator, how did you get v, sir? Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I understood.
Okay. So that is this is the expression. So two things you have to by heart: minimum time and drift. Okay, and you have to travel exactly perpendicular to the what you call river flow for the for crossing the river in the shortest time. Okay. By the way, do you have any counseling session today after 5?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir. No, sir.
No, sir.
Thank you very much. Okay, so we can continue. I hope if you are prepared for it. Okay, so let us see. So minimum time here is equal to d by v and drift is equal to u into d by v. Okay, please remember. Now with what velocity he will reach, that also sometimes they'll ask. Okay, what is the final velocity he will reach? Means finally here, sorry, here. So now he will reach a point D. Okay, with what velocity he will reach? That is nothing but velocity of man with respect to ground, which is equal to this one only. Okay, the u plus v cos theta I cap plus v sin theta j cap. Now theta you have to substitute sin theta sin 91 cos 90 0. So that means ui cap plus v j cap basically. Okay, ui cap plus v j cap. So that means third point is the velocity of man with respect to ground will now become v u plus v cos theta, no? Correct? So that means u I cap plus I'm writing directly, okay, plus v j cap, because u plus v cos theta, theta cos theta, just like here only same thing, u plus v cos 90 0. So therefore u I cap plus v j cap, and if you calculate the magnitude, that means if you write just only the magnitude, that means velocity of man with respect to ground, magnitude if you write under root u square plus v square. Okay, and what is the angle made? This is actually this is called as velocity of man with respect to river. This is called as u, and this is called as velocity of man with respect to ground. Correct? So now I am shifting this vector basically. Okay, I am shifting this vector basically here. So when I shift this vector and when I shift this vector, okay, so you will get this what do you call? This is called as velocity of man with respect to ground. This is called as initial velocity. This is called as the man's effort, and this is finally velocity of man with respect to ground, which is nothing but Pythagoras. Okay, means hypotenuse using Pythagoras theorem, root over u square plus v square. And what is the angle made? This angle is not theta. This angle is not theta. This angle is phi. Theta is different. Theta is the angle made by the man's effort with the river flow. Okay, this is not man's effort. This is the velocity of man with respect to ground. So therefore, tan phi directly is equal to v by u. Okay, so these three things you have to remember in the man crossing the river in the shortest time. Okay, so first one is what? D by v, minimum time. Second one is drift u into time into u. Just remember, that's all. Drift means just remember like this also, so that it is easy. Okay, because anyway you remember time, so t minimum, u into t minimum. Okay, u is the river velocity, v is the man's effort. Okay, and then third thing is what is the final velocity of man with respect to ground, means both in terms of magnitude and in terms of direction. Okay, so with this we have finished man crossing the river in the shortest time. Okay, now we'll go to the man crossing the river in the shortest path. Okay, so now here you have to understand one part. Okay, now shortest path, as I told you yesterday, is nothing but when there are two parallel lines. Okay, suppose this is the one line and this is another line. Okay, now when two parallel lines are there, the shortest distance between these two lines is nothing but the perpendicular distance only. Okay, it cannot be any other length. Okay, as I told you yesterday, suppose if you take any length like this or like this, this is not the shortest what do you call distance between the two lines. The shortest distance will always be only the perpendicular distance like this. Okay, so therefore these cannot be shortest. Okay, only this can be the shortest. So that means you want to cross the river in the shortest path. Okay, so now you know that shortest path is the distance between this point and this point. Okay, A and B. Okay, but you cannot when river is flowing, you cannot put your effort in this direction. You have to put your effort in the left side direction, as we discussed yesterday. Okay, so let us say that effort is this side. Okay, this is called as the river velocity. This is called as man's effort. Okay, that is called as that is called as man's effort. Okay, which is nothing but called as v. Okay, and this is called as the river velocity. Okay, this is called as the river. This is called as the river velocity u. Okay, then only it's possible. Okay, this is called as velocity of man with respect to ground. Okay, so anyway, this we have studied yesterday by what you call common sense, that you cannot reach point B if your effort is towards point B. So therefore we have to put effort left side and all. Okay, this we have understood, but now right now let us understand from equations wise. Okay, so now for getting the what you call expressions from equations, now we have two equations, time and this drift. Okay, so now here you should understand that okay, when you are achieving this case, that is crossing the river in the shortest path, the drift, that means you are not having any drift. Okay, that means that the drift should be zero. Basically the drift should be zero. Okay, so here the drift should be zero. Okay, the drift should be zero. To achieve this case, directly you are landing exactly opposite point. Your aim is also opposite point and you are landing also opposite point. Okay, now you may have a doubt that sir, you are told that drift point to the landing point. Okay, that is when you don't know your destination. Okay, please remember there is a difference between that point and this point. Right now what I am telling is I know the destination. I have to reach point B. Okay, and I am reaching point B. The drift, when I told in one of the lectures that the distance traveled in x direction from the target point to the landing point, that is when you don't know the destination. Please understand. So here the drift occurred is 0. Very important point. With this only we can proceed the next part. Okay. So here the drift is 0. Okay. Here the drift is 0. Okay. Please understand. So now we got the expression for drift. We got the expression for drift is what? U plus V cos theta. U plus V cos theta. So now first let me write the expression for drift. So I got x is equal to U plus V into cos theta into d by V sin theta should be equal to 0. Okay. So now if it has to be 0, then this part entire will be 0. So now this implies U plus V cos theta is equal to 0, which implies U is equal to minus V cos theta, or this implies cos theta is equal to minus of U by V. Minus of U by V. Very, very important formula that cos theta is equal to minus of U by V. Okay, please understand. So now here, if you remember in trigonometry, you must have studied cos theta is negative means is it acute or obtuse? Anyone? Cos theta is negative means theta is acute or obtuse?
Obtuse.
Obtuse,
Theta has to be correct. Theta has to be obtuse. If you remember the graph of cos, okay, it will be like this. Cos 0 is 1, cos 90 is 0, and then from here onwards it will take negative value. Okay, so it has to be obtuse angle. So that's why you can see now you can go back and see this diagram. Okay, now theta is obtuse or not? Now theta is what we have only, no? Is the angle we have taken from here only, river flow. So now theta we got as what? Obtuse only. Then only this case will be possible. Okay. So theta we got as obtuse. Okay. And now here one important point also is there, where as I told you also yesterday that man's velocity cannot be, man's velocity should always be less than reverse velocity. Correct or not? Here also you can see, because cos theta will be value will be less than 1. Correct or not? Maximum is 1. So that means U should be less than V. Okay. U is called as what? River velocity. V is called as what? Velocity of man with respect to river. So these 2 points are also very important. Okay. So V should always be, the denominator should always be greater than, very, very important points. Okay. The V should always be either greater or equal to U. Okay. V should always be either greater than or B. Okay. That means it has to be either 2 by 3, suppose 2 by 3 like that. Okay. Or 1 by 3 and all. You cannot have 3 by 2 at any point of time. You cannot have 3 by 2. Correct or not? You cannot have 3 by 2. You can have, means you can have in the sense that you will not reach point B. That's one. That's what. Okay. You will not. That means this case will not be possible. As I told you yesterday, we have proved it. When the velocity of the boat is less than the velocity of the river. River velocity, suppose let's say, is this much. Now boat velocity is 3, river velocity is 5. Okay. So now when river velocity is like this, no matter at whatever angle you try, okay, you will not reach B. See, you will cross the river, but you will not reach B. And why we have to reach B? Because when you reach B, then only you have the shortest path. Otherwise, you don't have the shortest path. Okay. So this is very, very important point. Okay. What is that point? The man's effort should always be greater than the river velocity. This is the first and foremost point. Okay. In this case. So first point we have seen. Okay. Now, next point. we'll see how to calculate next second point here. Okay, second point is here drift is 0. Now second point, what is the second point is what is the time taken? Okay, now okay, you have reached definitely point B. You have definitely reached point B. When you have reached point B like this, okay, when the velocity is more, definitely you reach point B because you made your effort in this direction at some angle where theta is obtuse, okay, and definitely you reach point B. Now what is the time taken here? How much time you have taken? Okay, that is what we have to find out. Okay, second point. So first drift and time, just like in the previous case, first we have calculated time and then drift, minimum time, drift. So same way here also, now we have to find out time. Drift we have found out, drift is 0 here. So drift is 0, and from that we got the condition, and next we are going to find out time. Okay, so now let us see how to find out time. Now what is the time equation? Time is equal to, what is the equation for time here? T is equal to, what is the equation? D by V sin theta. D by V sin theta. D by V sin theta. Okay. So therefore here you will have T is equal to D by V sin theta. Okay. So now how much time? T is equal to D by V into, now how to write the sin theta in terms of D and V is, just now we got the expression for cos. How much is this? Cos theta is equal to U by V. Okay. Now we know sin theta can be written as under root 1 minus cos square theta. So that is equal to D divided by V into under root 1 minus cos theta is what? Minus of U by V. So minus of U by V whole square. So that is equal to T divided by V into under root, this is U square by V square minus U square, V square minus U square, and then in the denominator you will have again V. Okay, so this V will get cancelled. So the expression for time is D by root over V square minus U square. Here also you should write first man's effort. Here also you should write first man's effort, because man's effort will be larger than the reverse effort or reverse velocity. Okay, so this is very important. So the expression for time we got as D by root over V square minus U square. Okay, so that's about what you call shortest time and shortest paths. Okay, two things are there. Okay, here. Okay, so let us summarize this one. Okay, so let us summarize. There are two cases. Number one is called as what? Shortest time. Second one is called as crossing the river in shortest path. Okay, so in case of shortest time, time is equal to D by V, drift is equal to time minimum into river velocity. You can remember like that. And minimum time, if you want to remember, width of the river by man's effort. Like that also you can remember, so that you will not have confusion of what you call the symbols and all. If you want to remember like that also you can remember. Minimum time is equal to width of the river by man's effort. Width of the river by man's effort. Drift is equal to minimum time into river velocity. Okay, and then man's velocity is equal to under root U square plus V square. This you can get it from diagram. Diagram method is very easy. If you can understand the diagram method and if you can visualize the diagram every time for any problem, then basically you don't need these equations. Okay, I am telling these equations for those who cannot visualize the diagram and all, for them, because we are used to equations. If you don't have equation, we'll feel that there's nothing. Okay, so therefore these equations. Otherwise, in the diagram, everything can be achieved. Okay, even this one also we can do it by diagram method. Okay, but since equations are there, so I'm telling like this. So therefore, in the second case, where crossing the river in the shortest path, first in this case drift is 0. From that we'll get the condition cos theta is equal to minus U by V, where V should always be greater than or equal to U. Okay, it can be equal or greater, but it can never be less. Okay. Next, time is equal to D by root over V square minus U square. Okay, this is the formula. Okay, this can also be obtained another way also. Okay, I'll tell beautiful way where this is this case, the shortest case, sorry, shortest path. I'll explain in another method also. Let us see here. now to cross the river in the shortest path, okay, yesterday we have seen that to cross the river in the shortest path, I know that the shortest path is this one, this length, okay. So that part I'm very sure that the shortest path is this one, okay. So I have to reach like this. So now my common sense says that I have to ahead in this direction. So therefore I'm heading in this direction. So this is my efforts, okay. And reverse effort is this one. Reverse effort is this one, okay. So this is called as, I'll write it as V. So this is called as V. This is called as V, my effort. This is called as U, and this is called as velocity of man with respect to ground. Okay. Now see here. Now let us say I take this velocity as some alpha. Okay. This velocity as some alpha. Okay. So now I'll resolve this one into two components. I'll resolve this one into two components. Okay. I'll resolve this one into two components. Okay. That means V cos alpha and V sin alpha. Okay. So for that first what I'll do is I'll just erase this. Sorry. Just 1 minute. I'll erase. Okay, now first I'll take man's effort. Man's effort is at an angle of alpha. Okay, so now he has two components. He has got two components. One is x component and one is what? Y component. Okay, one is x component and one is y component. Now we already took this entire angle as what? Theta. This entire angle as theta. Now alpha will be how much? 180 minus theta. Okay, alpha will be 180 minus theta. Okay, so or otherwise directly I'll take this as, instead of alpha, 180 minus theta is this angle. Now what are these components values? This is V cos of 180 minus theta and this is V sin of 180 minus theta. Correct, in terms of theta. Okay, so now what is cos of 180 minus theta? What is cos of 180 minus theta? Aditya, what is cos of 180 minus theta? I think he is not there. Chinmayi? Ramanjita? Not there. Manjunath?
Minus cos theta.
Minus cos theta, very good. Okay, so therefore I'll write this as minus of V cos theta. And what is sin of 180 minus theta? Manjunath.
Sir?
What is sin of 180 minus theta?
Minus sin theta.
Sin of 180 minus theta.
Sin theta.
MPC student or BPC student? Sin of 180 minus theta is minus sin theta. Minus sin theta you're telling. Which quadrant it is? Anyway, that is max, so I don't want to go. So now let us see here. So now I'll take the next one. So now I'll take the diagram method approach. So according to the diagram method approach, now what I'll do is I'll shift these vectors. Okay, I'll shift these vectors. Just 1 minute. So this is how much? Minus, this is man's effort right now, x direction, and similarly in y direction is this one. This is man's effort. Please remember man's effort. Okay, man's effort right now is minus V cos theta. In y direction is V sin theta. Okay, this is the diagram approach I'm applying. Okay, so in the diagram approach. In the diagram approach, we follow like this only, correct or not? First, we'll draw the man's effort, resolve his components, and take those components, and then add now river velocity. Now, river is flowing which side? River is flowing which side?
Right side, sir.
Right side. Okay. So river is flowing. I think all of you are there or sleeping. Means I hope you are listening the class. Okay. Because many students I called, nobody has responded. Means those who respond, those whom I called and responded, it's okay. But the beginning students, I don't know whether they are there or not. Okay. So now please respond. Please listen to your class. Okay. Okay. Now see here. Velocity of river is towards right side. So I'm taking right side. Okay. So this is the river velocity. Okay. So this is called as U. Okay. Now see here. Now next one what we'll do is okay. We'll combine. Okay. This is man's effort in X direction, just like a man is swimming. In the beginning we discussed. Na? Suppose let's say a man is swimming with 5 meters per second here, and river is flowing with 3 meters per second. Then net velocity will be 2 meters per second. Depending on which one is more. Okay. So say okay, like that. Now also we have to do. We have to find out the net. Okay. So for that, what we'll do is now. Okay. Now we are going to combine. This is the okay. This is the final. Okay. So now here. I'll write this as u minus v cos theta. Okay, I don't know which one is more, so I'm just taking it as right side or left side, doesn't matter. Okay, so I want to take it as left side, sorry, right side. That is net is u minus of minus v cos theta. Correct? So this value will be u minus of v cos theta. Correct? So that is equal to u plus v cos theta. Okay, so keep it like this. And now this y component will remain same. Correct or not? This y component will remain same. Okay, that is how much? That is v sin theta. Now, see here. When I want to, this case, entire case is crossing the river in the shortest path. Crossing the river in the shortest path means, that means when you see the diagram here, crossing the river in the shortest path, means finally you are reaching point B, correct, from A to B. That means the velocity vector, that is velocity of man with respect to ground, is in which direction? Because A and B are exactly opposite points. So that means the velocity of man with respect to ground vector must have, suppose if you write in vector format, that is I cap plus j cap. Now this vector is what you call lying exactly means in the y direction. So that means which component will be there? Is it I component or j component?
J component.
J component. So I component will not be there. That means I component is what? 0, na? Because you are reaching finally in this direction. So therefore it will not, just like when you write, suppose let's say this is x-axis and this is y-axis, and then there is a force of 10 newtons along y-axis. Then what will you write? F is equal to 0 I cap plus 10 j cap. Correct or not? Okay. So same way now velocity of man with respect to ground should be 0 I cap plus whatever velocity in the j direction. So that means basically his x component should be 0. Basically his x component should be 0. Basically his x component should be 0. So now this is nothing but this belongs to what? Just now we got this belongs to, sorry, 1 minute. Okay, now this one, okay. Sorry. Okay, now see here. So when I say now this one is this is nothing but velocity of man with respect to ground. Na? So that means now right now what should I write? This should be 0 plus this should have some j component. There should be some j component and this component should be 0. Now this these values which we got belongs to this vector only. So that means this component should become what? 0, na? Because this is x component we got. So that means u plus v cos theta must be 0. So u is equal to minus v cos theta. So therefore, when you write now cos theta, so cos theta is equal to what? Cos theta is equal to minus of u by v. Okay, same thing we got or not? Okay, so basically, so diagram method will give us the complete picture what is happening. Okay, so that's why I prefer diagram method. You don't have to write any equation, just you have to what you call make it 0 x component, and then y component will be there. With the y component we can calculate what that is how we should find out. And here in this case, please remember the drift is 0. In this case, the drift is 0. In this case, the drift is 0. 3 times I told. I think 3 times I told. Drift is 0. Okay. So please remember, shortest path, drift is 0. Time is equal to d by root over v square minus u square. Okay. And in the first case, shortest time, t equal to d by v, that is width of the river by man's effort, and drift is equal to minimum time into river velocity, and then man's velocity with respect to ground magnitude and direction. Okay. I hope you understood. Has anybody has doubts in this topic? Anybody has any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, if you don't have doubts, then I'll ask doubts. Okay, doubts in the sense that not directly in the form of questions. Okay, so now I'll give one question. Let us see whether you can solve or not. Okay. Okay, take this problem. I hope you notes along with me, or afterwards you will write.
Yes, sir. I'm writing.
Very few are writing, I think, notes, but afterwards anyway this session is getting recorded, so therefore at least afterwards you should write the notes, write the important points, concepts and formulas. It is must. Okay, so those who are not writing right now, they should write afterwards by watching the recorded video. Okay, okay, so now let us go to next one problem. Okay, I'll give one problem now based on this. Okay, so let us see whether you understood or not. Okay, so now there is a man. Okay, so now let me start. Okay, this is the question. Okay, so as usual, this is the river. Okay, this is the river. Okay. Now a man wants to go from point A to exact point B. Okay, he wants to reach B exactly. He wants to reach B. He wants to reach B. Okay, A is the starting point. Okay, so first question is, in which direction he should swim? He should swim. Swim means his effort. Okay. Second thing is his resultant velocity. His resultant velocity. Okay. Third thing is, I'm not giving values purposefully because some students immediately they'll calculate and don't listen the question. That's why I'm not giving the values of velocity of river and velocity of man. Okay. Third one is how much time he will take. Time taken. This is which case? Can anybody tell?
Shortest distance case, sir.
Shortest path, correct. Okay, because he's just going towards B. Okay, so now the values given are, okay, the first one, velocity of river is given as, okay, 3 meters per second. Okay, second one, velocity of man is given as 5. Man means with respect to river. Okay, is given as 5 meters per second. This is also called as velocity of man in still water in some textbooks. Please, velocity of man in still water means this only. It is nothing but with respect to river. Okay, come on, do it. Width of the river you take as 1000 meters. What is the answer? If you follow the diagram method, you will not take this much time. If you remember the equations and all, it's good. First one.
Sir, 143 degrees
143.
with positive x-axis direction.
With positive x-axis, 143 will
90 plus 53 degrees.
90 plus 53. 90 plus 53. No. It's not 53. Please check. Anybody has done?
Sir, I got the second and the third bit, sir. First one I'm doing.
Second one, how much you got?
Sir, root over 34.
No.
Sir, the third one is 25, sir.
No. 25 or 250, I'll tell. But first and second.
Third one I got 250 seconds, sir.
Okay. First and second.
First one I'm doing, sir.
Try to follow the diagram method. It's very easy. See, that's why the purpose of showing this animation and all is that one, so that you will have picture in your mind. Okay, what is happening, in which direction is putting his effort, and in which direction finally he will reach.
Sir,
Sir,
first one I think 126 degrees.
127. It is not 126. Pushyamitra.
127.
Who is this? Pushyamitra?
So Sai Ganesh.
Sai Ganesh. Okay. Next time onwards, you tell your name. So sorry. Okay, you tell your name and tell the answer so that I'll understand. Okay.
Yes.
Next, second one.
The second one root over 34, I think.
Root over 34. Okay. Anybody else? Girls? Nobody is telling. It's a simple problem. Why you are taking so much time? It's not difficult problem.
Sir, first one is 127, sir.
Okay, next.
Next one I'm getting root 34 only, sir.
Okay. Anybody else has any answers? Anybody else? Abhijita, any answer?
Sir, time taken is 250 seconds, sir.
First one.
First one I'm doing, sir.
Sir?
Who is
Sir,
this?
the second one 4, sir.
Sushant, is this?
Yes, sir.
4.
Yes.
See, here there is nothing to do actually. You don't have to put pen on the paper. Please listen here carefully. See, just you have to draw the vector.
Second one is 4.
4. Correct. Here you don't have to do anything. See here. Finally, what does he want? He wants to reach B. Exactly, he wants to reach B. Okay. So that means finally he should reach B. So now you know that if river is flowing, you cannot put your effort in along AB. Okay. So that means your effort should be in some direction. Okay. So let us say your effort is in this direction. Sorry. Your effort is in this direction. Okay. That is how much given? 5 meters per second. So put that value. Now river velocity is how much? 3 meters per second. That is in which direction?
Right side, sir.
Right side, like this. And finally, this is how much? River velocity is how much? 3, na? So you put is 3 here. Now finally, you are reaching here only, correct or not? Okay. This. Correct or not? This is called as velocity of man with respect to ground. This is his effort. This is the reverse effort. So this is nothing but reverse effort, man's effort plus reverse effort vectorially. That is what we wrote now when we mean that velocity of man with respect to ground is nothing but velocity of man with respect to river plus velocity of river with respect to ground, which means his effort plus reverse effort. Okay, vectorially reverse effort is the resultant. Okay. So just that's all. Now once you draw this triangle, everything is in triangle. That's all. Okay. So drawing the triangle is very important. That's all. Nothing else is there. They give the values only. They give the values also. Now you see they're asking first part in which direction he should swim. So basically, so now we know in this triangle, okay, two sides we know 3, 5. This is a right angle triangle only. Correct or not? So obviously this is a triplet. Correct or not? You know, I think in mathematics there are some Pythagoras triplets 3, 5, 4. Like that 12, 13, 5, 5, 12, 13, another triplet. Correct?
5 and 12, sir.
Yes,
5,
sir.
12, 5, 12, 13. So like that, generally they'll ask these only in physics. 3, sorry. Either 3, 4, 5, then 5, 12, 13, like that. There are some triplets. Okay, if you remember those things, otherwise also you can calculate. This value is directly what? This value is directly 4 because this is 3, this is 5 hypotenuse. That means this is 4, and this is what they are asking now. You don't have to do. You don't have to calculate anything. Okay, this is what they are asking. The absolute velocity means resultant velocity. Okay. Next, in which direction he should swim? So now first, you know, in this triangle two sides. So immediately you can easily calculate this angle. Okay. Suppose let us say this angle is now this angle is some alpha. So opposite, you know, hypotenuse, you know, that means 3 by 5. That means 37. So basically this is 37. So you write directly 37. And this angle is anyway 90. Now this total angle is called as theta. So theta is 90 plus 37. So that means how much? 90 plus 37 is
127.
So directly theta equal to 127. So that is the first answer. Okay. Now time taken, either you go by what you call procedure wise, or otherwise this is which case, since we already know this is the second case, that is crossing the river in the shortest path. And we have the formula also. What is that formula? T is equal to
D by root over V square minus U square.
E square minus U square. So that is equal to D is 1000 meters divided by effort. Please don't remember in terms of V and U. I prefer remember in terms of width of the river divided by under root man's effort square minus river velocity square. Man's effort square is 5. So 5 square 25 minus reverse velocity square 9. So that is 16. Root 16 is 4. So therefore 1000 divided by 4, that is equal to
250.
250 seconds. Simple or not?
Simple, sir.
Then why you are taking so much time? Everything is there in the triangle. That's why now you must have understood the importance of vectors. Okay, vector. Of course, here once after what you call covering these many classes, now you don't even what you call need vectors also. You just only 3 quantities are there: man's effort, reverse velocity, and man's velocity with respect to ground. Everything will be moving in these around these 3 quantities only. Okay. They cannot have what you call one more quantity. They cannot ask a 4th quantity. Understand? They will move only any problem will be around these 3 quantities. That's all. Only thing is different cases. Okay, and different what you call ways of giving the problem. Okay, sometimes they'll give indirectly. That's all. You just have to understand what is given, what is asked and how to find out. Okay, how to find out, it depends upon individual to individual. Those who have absorbed the concept in mind, they can do it without having what you call putting pen on the paper. But those who are what you call beginning stages, they can just what you call follow the standard procedure. I told both methods, standard procedure method as well as diagram method. If you want to solve this problem by standard procedure, it will take a lot of time. First you have to write velocity of river 3 I cap, velocity of man with respect to river as 5 cos theta I cap, something like that, and then you have to add, and then like that also you can do it. Okay, but this is easy one. Okay, shall I give one more?
Yes, sir.
Combining the two cases. Combining the two cases. Okay. So next problem. Next problem. Okay. Now, a man crosses the river. Okay. A man crosses the river in minimum time. In minimum time. Okay, of 10 minutes. 10 minutes with a drift of, when he crossed the river with minimum time, definitely there will be drift, and the drift is given as with a drift of 120 meters. Okay. Now the same man now crosses the river, the other case, in shortest path. Okay, taking a time of, shortest path means what is the drift?
0, sir.
0.
So they won't mention, so but there will be time, so that is equal to 12.5 minutes. Minutes, please remember, minutes. This is also minutes. Now the question is, find the velocity of man with respect to river. So basically two conditions, that means you will get equations. So basically here more than physics, mathematics is involved. Okay. So find the velocity of man with respect to river. Come on, do it.
Sir,
Oh,
the velocity of river with respect to ground is 12, no, sir?
12 what units?
Meters per second, sir.
No.
Sir, is it 0.2?
Correct. 0.2 meter per second. But that is not the answer.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Anybody? Anybody? Okay, I'll solve. See here. So now here, these are two cases. Okay, two separate cases. Okay. So now we'll just see these two cases. First case is what? He is traveling what you call in minimum time. He's crossing the river in minimum time in 10 minutes with a drift of 120 meters. Okay, so that means basically minimum time means he will cross perpendicularly like this, and then but he will reach somewhere else here. Okay, so this drift is given as 120 meters, and the time taken to go from up to here is time taken is given as I think 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
So 1 minute equals 60 seconds. So that means 600 seconds. Let us keep it in terms of this one, meters and seconds. Okay. So now this is a minimum time case. Minimum time case. Now we have the equations, correct or not? because they gave drift also, they gave time also. So we have for time, what is the formula? T equal to d by v. And for drift, what is the formula? X is equal to this minimum time into river velocity into u. Correct or not? Okay. These two equations we have. Okay. So now directly we can use this. Directly we can use this. Just 1 minute, the screen is not responding. Okay, anyway, so now I'll write here itself. So time is given as 600. Okay, so 600 seconds. Okay, so 600, we can write it as 600 is equal to, okay, 600 is equal to distance we don't know divided by this velocity also we don't know. This is called as man's efforts. Okay, now here drift they gave as 120 meters. So 120 is equal to d by time is given as 600 into what? U. Sorry, d by v is nothing but this one only, na? Correct or not? Okay, so that means 600 we can write directly. So therefore 600 into u. Okay, so now you will get as how much directly from here?
0.2, sir.
Correct. So directly you will get as 0.2 meters per second. Okay, so this is over, and now this you keep it like this. This equation we can use afterwards. Okay, now next case is crossing, what you call crossing the river in the shortest path. They gave time as 12.5 minutes, and anyway we know in that case that is shortest path, the drift will always be 0. Okay, only time will be there. Correct or not? Drift will be 0, and then time equation we know T is equal to d by root over man's effort square minus river velocity square. Okay, this time they gave how much is that? 12.5 minutes. So 12.5 minutes means how much? 12.5, each minute is 60 seconds. How much is this? 750, correct? 750 seconds. Okay, so 750 is equal to d divided by under root velocity of man with respect to river, that is v square minus u. Just now we got 0.2 whole square. Okay, so now here finally we have to know this one. Now here only unknown is what? D. Now D in terms of V, we anyway here we have, so D equal to 600 V. Okay, so this page is not moving. Okay, so I'll write it here. Okay, so when I write here with what you call 7. Okay, so that is equal to 750 is equal to D. I'm writing it as what? 600 into V. Correct or not? So 600 into V divided by under root v square minus 0.04. Okay, so now you will get one equation in terms of v. Correct or not? Here you will get cancelled, and then squaring on both sides. Okay, first v square minus 0.04 is equal to v into 60 by 75. Correct? 60 by 75. So now here if you square on both sides, you will get v square, and then if you calculate this one, you'll get the answer. That answer is equal to 20 meters per minute. 20 meters per minute, because they gave in terms of minute. Finally, we should express in terms of minutes. Okay, this is the final answer. Okay. So now you may ask me, sir, last question, you told that from diagram you will get the answers and all, but right now you are using these equations and all, you may have a doubt. So it depends. Okay, so there 3, 4, 5 is given means triangle. Okay, so you just have to know how to approach the given problem. Okay, here it is given in terms of times, what you call drift and all. So directly we can use these equations. Okay, so this you will know by practice. When you practice a while, okay, how to solve different models of problems, then you will know how to approach a problem. Okay, so anyway, So this is a very nice problem having containing what you call both cases, that is the shortest path and also shortest time. Okay. So what is the time now? 5:23. Okay. So I just want to finish. So I hope you understood this method. Any doubts in this method, in this topic of crossing the river in shortest time and shortest path? If you don't have any doubts, then I'll take to the next concept, that is called as next model, that is called as aeroplane wind problem. Just one problem only, that is sufficient, because that is similar to this riverman problems. Any doubts in this?
No, sir.
No doubts, sir? Okay, okay. Okay. So anyway, so now I'll go to the next one, that is called as aeroplane wind problems. Okay, that's called as okay. Next one. Just now we finished rain and what do you call, sorry, river and water. Okay, river and man, river and man, river man problems. Okay, river man problems in 1 dimension and 2 dimension we have seen. Now we are going to see aeroplane wind problems. Okay, this is actually there is no separate particular explanation for this, because once you understand this one, this is similar. Okay, here we have 3 quantities. First one is called as velocity of river with respect to ground. Okay, so here we'll have similar quantity of velocity of wind. Velocity of wind with respect to ground they'll give. Okay, just like here 5 meters per second they'll give river velocity. Then here also maybe 5 kilometers per hour, like this. Then afterwards we have velocity of man with respect to river, maybe 3 meters per second, like this. And here man is swimming in the river, and here aeroplane will be flying in the wind. So therefore velocity of aeroplane with respect to wind will be maybe 3 kilometers per hour. Here also same thing. The wind velocity, if it is more than, it will never reach its destination. It will land somewhere else. Okay. So anyway, next velocity of now here velocity of man with respect to ground is what generally they'll ask us, and this is what is important for us to find out time or drift, anything. Okay. Only if you find out this one, which will have 2 components, x component and y component. Okay. Using this y component, we'll calculate time. Using this x component, it will calculate drift. Okay. So now here also same thing. Now here what will be asked? The velocity of aeroplane with respect to ground.
With respect to ground.
Ground is equal to, what is the formula here? Just like here we wrote velocity of man with respect to ground is equal to velocity of man with respect to river plus velocity of river with respect to ground, or in simple terms, his effort plus river's effort. Vectorially we should add. In 1 dimension these two will be same, but in 2 dimensions we have to add vectorially. Now here also same thing, velocity of aeroplane with respect to ground is equal to velocity of aeroplane with respect to wind plus velocity of wind with respect to ground. That's all, but vectorially. This is called as aeroplane's effort, that means engine's effort. Aeroplane's effort plus wind effort. That's all, both are same. Okay. So once you understand this one, and here also given velocities will be given, wind velocity is always taken with respect to ground, given aeroplane velocity is always taken with respect to wind, similar to here. Okay. So now let us see one problem, interesting problem. Okay. Okay, now see here. This is our India map. Okay. So now there is an aeroplane. Okay. Now this aeroplane wants to go from, suppose let's say you want to go from let's say Bangalore to Delhi, because that is a straight line path. Okay, that is easy to understand. Okay, so here is our what you call Bangalore, somewhere around here. This is called as Bangalore, and this is called as New Delhi. Let's say they are in straight line. Let us assume for a moment they are in a straight line. Okay, they are in a straight line like this. So here it's on the image, it is not, we are not able to draw. Suppose let's say here I am drawing here. suppose let us say here this is what Bangalore and this is Delhi, New Delhi. Okay. Now aeroplane wants to fly from Bangalore to Delhi. Okay. Now if there is no wind, then directly this aeroplane can be like this, correct or not? This aeroplane can be directed like this only. So therefore you can directly go, correct or not? You can directly reach here Delhi if there is no wind. Okay, if there is no wind. Okay, but generally wind will be there, correct or not? Wind will be there. Okay, so now let us say wind is blowing in this direction. Let us say wind is blowing. Okay. Let us say wind is blowing in this direction. This is the velocity of wind. Okay, that is given as suppose let us say 150 meters per second at an angle of what do you call 37 degrees. At an angle of 37 degrees. Okay. Now suppose if this aeroplane what do you call this is now aeroplane's velocity, that means engine his effort or engine's effort is that is also given. Let us say that is given as velocity of aeroplane with respect to wind is given as 200 meters per second. This is given as 200. Velocity of wind is given as 150 at an angle of 37. That means wind is blowing like this. On the India map, it is blowing like this. Okay. Now suppose if he heads in this direction. Okay. That means he is what you call his effort is along this direction from Bangalore to Delhi only. Okay. That means he is putting his effort in this direction only. Okay. Now tell me, will he land Delhi? Can anybody tell?
No, sir.
Where will he land?
sir.
Where will he land?
Sir, Lucknow. Sir.
He may go to
Bihar
Kolkata.
or somewhere.
Lucknow or Calcutta or depending upon this one. So now if the question is that one only, where will he land? That is the question. Okay. The question is in which direction, because the pilot has to know, na? Okay. In which direction will the plane fly if it tries to fly to Delhi? This is the question. Now his effort is towards which side? Tell me. His effort is towards if he tries to fly towards Delhi. Right now his effort is towards Delhi, but he will land somewhere else. So in which direction he will go? Okay. So that is what we have to find out. How to find out that one? Same method. Okay. So basically what we have to do, tell me. Can anybody tell?
Sir, triangle, sir.
Triangle, correct. So basically here also what we'll do is, okay, now first we'll resolve the velocity of wind into two components. We'll resolve the velocity of wind into two components. Okay. Sorry. Velocity of wind into two components. I think this page is not working. I'll take another page. Okay. Okay. Now see here. Velocity of wind is like this. Okay. Velocity of wind, which is equal to how much? 150 meters per second at an angle of what? 37. So first I'll resolve this one into two components. Okay. So if I resolve this into two components, I'll get as how much? Tell me. This component is how much? 150 cos 37. Cos means 4. So that is 5 threes. That means 120 meters per second. And in this direction, I have what? 150 sin 37. Sin 37 is 3 by 5. 5 threes, 3 threes are
90.
Okay. Now I'll take only these components. Okay, I'll take this component. That means the x component and y component. I'll take the x component and y component like this. This is the x component and this is the, just 1 minute. Okay, so now This is the x component and this is the y component. This is 120. This is what 90. Okay. This is what wind's effort. Wind in x direction is this much and in y direction is this much. Okay. So now our aeroplane is moving which side? Vertically, correct or not? Okay. So aeroplane's velocity is what? Aeroplane's velocity, that is how much? 200, na?
200 meters.
Not 200. Now tell me, which component of wind velocity will help the aeroplane? X component or Y component?
Y component, sir.
X.
Y component, sir.
Y component. So that means in
Y
effect.
component.
Correct. Now in effect, Y component of net will be how much? 200.
290, sir. 290 J cap.
290. 290.
This one will remain as. This one will remain as.
120.
Okay. So this is called as nothing but now if you what you called complete the parallelogram. Complete the parallelogram here. Okay. Like this. This velocity, sorry. This velocity is nothing but called as velocity of aeroplane with respect to ground. Understood? Okay. So this angle, let us say, is theta. Now this is 120 means this is also 120. So tan theta is equal to what? 120 by 90. So therefore, theta is equal to tan inverse 12 by 29. So they'll calculate this angle, okay, and then they'll find out exactly whether they'll reach Lucknow or Jharkhand or Bihar or Bangladesh. We don't know, okay, or China also they may go, okay, depending upon this velocity. Okay, so now next question. So that means definitely if he tries to move towards Delhi, because the pilot wants to move towards Delhi, but now he understood that he cannot reach Delhi. Now tell me, next question. Can you help him in which direction pilot should fly so that he will reach Delhi? That is the next question. Question 2 is in which direction? In which direction pilot should try? In which direction pilot should try to fly to reach Delhi? Can you help him?
Towards north.
Towards north is this only. Is Delhi means Bengaluru to Delhi is towards north. And I'm telling that it is a straight line like a y-axis.
Sir, northwest, sir.
Towards northwest. Rahul Gupta, northwest. Northwest. In which direction he should go? He should have some angle, na? Then only he can reach. It is a practical problem.
So 127. 123, sir.
123 doesn't exist. Either 127 or 153 will exist. See, this is a practical problem. Now the pilot wants to reach. Now the pilot wants to put what you called ahead in some direction so that he will finally reach Delhi. Now you should tell him
143
from x-axis or y-axis?
Sir, from y-axis.
No.
Or x.
Okay, now see here. This is a very simple problem. Okay. Means, see, finally, our aim is to what? Our aim is to reach what?
Delhi.
Delhi. Okay. So now I'll just erase. Sorry. This one I cannot erase. Okay. My aim is to reach Delhi. Okay. So now see here. This is Bangalore. This is Delhi. Okay. Now my aim is to reach Delhi. Okay. This is not working anyway. So now, okay. Now see, finally I have to reach here. So that means this is called as velocity of aeroplane with respect to ground. This is, let's say, what you call Bangalore. So that means B and this is D. Now by common sense, I know that I have to fly toward this side. Correct or not? Okay, toward this side. Now this is called as velocity of aeroplane with respect to wind. Okay. Now I just need some angle, either x-axis or y-axis. Okay. Now here, just understand the concept that wind is blowing with some velocity. Correct or not? Okay. Wind is blowing with some velocity. Okay. Now see here, my final velocity, that means velocity of aeroplane with respect to ground. If I write vector form, that is what, I cap plus j cap. Correct or not? Okay. Now I have to fly finally towards Delhi, which is j cap direction. That means I should not have x component.
I cap.
X component should be 0. X component should be 0. Okay. So
0.
when I write the equation velocity of aeroplane with respect to ground, which is equal to, I should write 0 I cap plus some velocity into j cap. Okay. So now we know velocity of this one. Okay, that is nothing but velocity of aeroplane with respect to wind plus velocity of aeroplane with velocity of wind with respect to ground. Velocity of wind with respect to ground. Okay, this one. Okay. So now what I'll do is I'll take this angle as theta. I'll take this angle as some theta. Okay. So theta is there, correct? I'll take this angle as some theta. Okay. Now, what is the velocity of now this velocity of aeroplane with respect to wind? Correct or not? This is a vector. Now it will have two components. One is this side. One is this side. This component is sine. Sorry, this component is what? Sine, and this component is what? Cos. Okay. So I can write this as minus of velocity of aeroplane. Let us say v. Let me keep v. So minus v sine theta. Minus v sine theta I cap plus v cos theta j cap. Okay. Plus velocity of wind with respect to ground. How much we got? Velocity of wind with respect to ground. Velocity of wind with respect to ground is how much? Tell me in terms of vector. Velocity of wind with respect to ground is what? 120 I cap plus what? 90 j cap. No? Correct or not? 120 I cap plus 90 j cap. So this one I'll add it here. That means plus this one only. 120 I cap plus 90 j cap. Okay. So now here I cap is there, j cap is there, j cap is there. So if I separate I cap plus j cap. Now j cap, anyway we keep it like this, v cos theta plus 90. What is more important is what for us? The I cap component should be 0. What is I cap component? Minus v sine theta plus what? 120. Correct or not? Minus v sine theta plus 120. Correct or not? And v we got just now. Sorry, v is given as how much? 200. Correct or not? V we got as 200. Sorry, not given, not got. Given is 200. Basically, this v is what? 200 meters per second. Na? Aeroplane. So now this quantity should be 0. So that means minus 200 sine theta plus 120 should be 0. That means 200 sine theta should be equal to 120, which means sine theta is equal to 120 divided by 200. So this one will get cancelled. 4 3s, 4 5s. So what is theta? Sine theta is equal to 3 by 5 means how much?
37.
37.
That is. So that means he should what you call make an angle of 37 degrees with respect to vertical, and then he should fly. Then he will reach Delhi. Otherwise, he won't reach Delhi. Okay, he will reach maybe China. Okay, so that's how we should calculate. That's how the pilots calculate. Of course, they don't calculate now because everything is automated. Okay, automatic. It will. There's a what you call program, and then that program will decide. It will calculate the wind's velocity. Means input should be given, and then it will calculate at what velocity wind is flowing, in which direction and all. Okay, so that's how we should find out. Okay, so anyway, have you understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any doubts?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts? Yes, who is telling?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Physics is very practical and interesting, no? Correct or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Those who want to become
Yes, sir.
pilots, if anyone of you want to become pilot, you should know this relative velocity concepts. Okay. If you don't want pilot, then also if you become what you call, if you go to navy, what you call naval, that side also you need this one, because in which direction you should head and all. Okay. So anyway, so I don't know how many of you want to become pilots, or how many of you want to become captains. Okay. So, but first of all, before becoming pilots and captains, first we should pass the exam of intermediate. Okay. So first we should focus on that one. Anyway, but what I am telling is physics is such an interesting subject. Okay. So anyway, thank you all very much. So we have finished now this model, that is riverman problems and wind aeroplane problems. Tomorrow we are going to start rain umbrella. That is much more interesting. Okay. That is much more interesting than this one. So by this I will end the class. But before ending the class, okay, those who want homework, please what you call, do this one. Last week I have sent one assignment, if you remember. Okay, last week for the last exam I have sent one work session, that is called work session number 12. Okay, so please open that work session. I think it is kept as it is. I think it is kept as it is in your mobile, I think, or in your app. Please.
No,
open.
sir. Solve.
Solved? Okay.
I solved it, sir.
Okay. Those who are solved, very good. I appreciate. Those who are not solved, please open at least once. Okay. And then please try to solve these problems. Okay. These are very interesting problems. Please try to solve. Okay. So tomorrow, same time, we'll meet 4 o'clock. Okay. With what do you call that? Rain and umbrella problems. Okay. So thank you all very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.